Hey everyone, 13 meteorologist Sean Ash here on behalf of all the station and the weather department. Happy Thanksgiving. We appreciate you hanging with us here as we get you prepared for what's looking like a snowy and at times slick Saturday. Not today. Forecast playing out. We've got the clouds around. We've had some flurries. Most of that's coming from Lake Michigan over the eastern and northeastern part of the state. And don't be surprised to see some snow globe conditions at times, especially in that streamer there you see from Marion toward Richmond. On the far western side of the state, backside of this overcast is beginning to cross the border. And so may have a little period of some brighter sky, at least over the western half of the state this afternoon. I think it's going to be a little cloudy setup for much of your day there. And boy, the snow continues to fly downwind of the Great Lakes where the snow belts are just delivering here some really impressive squalls across parts of Canada into the northeast. And that will cause you some travel issues there. Locally, it's just cold. We're talking about possibly our coldest Thanksgiving since 2014. 30s. Wind chills that get back down into the teens overnight. A quiet but cold day for Friday if you're out early shopping. Plan for temperatures in the lower 20s. If you're coming down for Circle of Lights, don't forget the show begins at 5. Our coverage on Channel 13 and WTHR Plus begins at 6 p.m. And you should be dressing for temperatures in the 20s, but it will be dry Friday evening here. So we got this first upper low that brought in the cold way back to the Pacific Northwest. That energy is what's going to be moving across the country, and eventually the moisture with it will team up with the cold that's going to be in place, and we will have a burst of snow that will fall anywhere from light to occasionally heavy snow rates at times on Saturday here. Okay, so let's get in closer with Future Track 13. This is Friday afternoon. Mostly clear conditions over the central part of the state, still that lingering cloud deck to the north. Friday night, by the time you wake up Saturday, we'll be under a canopy of cloud cover here. Now there's still some uncertainty. How quickly does the atmosphere saturate to produce precipitation? The thinking is, at least over the central part of the state, Saturday morning should be mostly dry. Once we get closer to noontime, we cannot guarantee that. And then as we go into Saturday afternoon, between noontime and 8 p.m. is fair game for moderate to at times heavy snowfall. Doesn't mean it's going to snow heavy that entire time period, but there may be, periods of the afternoon where we've got snow rates of a ½ inch to 1 inch per hour. That will be enough to overcome road treatment and cause for some slick travel. I think this particular model is too warm. I think most of the time we're seeing it snow, we're going to be in the 20s. Now eventually there will be just a little bit of a nose of warmer air, and how far north that makes it is still to be determined. And we're still 2 days away, so there's going to be some flexibility in the forecast. Please know that. But at some point Saturday night, again, is it going to make it up north of the metro area? That's where we're a little uncertain. But likely going to be a transition to where the snow either mixes with or just changes over to a period of just kind of mist and very light rain. And so what will happen during that time is the snow that's already fallen will compact. It's not going to all melt away, but it will compact down. So some areas may get a 4 or 5 inch snowfall and then wake up Sunday morning and like, what the heck? It's half of what you had. So that's kind of another complexity to this whole thing as well. So this is the latest, and can't stress it enough that there will be changes to this map, and maybe some significant ones as we're still 48 hours away. For the metro, 2 to 4, okay? Could we get that all real quickly? That is a possibility. Could we be higher than 4 inches? Yes. Could it be lower? Yes. All right. The thinking is Michiana gets the snow bullseye with this. And then we've got this dashed green line where that could turn into this misty mixing bowl overnight Saturday, and where we get the melting and the compacting. All right. So snowfall versus Sunday morning snow depth could be much different. Now, in southern Indiana, that's a real tough play as well because we've got this 1 to 2, but it's possible there could be significantly higher because there's going to be a fine line in southern Indiana from very heavy snow rates to, oh, hey, it's just raining. And that's just a really tough zone for us here. This is not a slam dunk snow map by any stretch being this far out. So these are the bullet points. Snow Saturday morning should be light and may take some time to actually occur. Heavy snow Saturday afternoon, and then that changeover, which will change the snow depth. Okay, so please stay with us. This is the weather impact alert for Saturday that we started going with on Wednesday. Just kind of hitting those bullet points once again. At minimum, we are going to have a stretch run where the roads on Saturday just get snowy and slick. You're just going to have to allow extra time. We understand that we got state football championship games at Lucas Oil. We got folks coming across different parts of the state. You need to account for that in your travel. Allow for extra time. This forecast could still change here, okay? Please follow our forecast and plan on those travel impacts. Rest of the 7-day, after we get through Saturday, so for Sunday, I won't guarantee anything in this forecast except one thing, and that's the roof will be closed at Lucas Oil Stadium. On Sunday, we're in the 30s. We'll have some rain and snow showers around, and we're going to stay colder than average into the middle portion of next week. We will have you covered on air, online. Thankfully, it's a quiet but cold Thanksgiving. It's quiet Friday, and then eventually we'll start to get into the teeth of this system. Updates for sure on the way over the next 48 hours. Stay with us.